Right, so hello folks, here we are again. Quick video, well not necessarily quick, 10-minute video on how to defeat the Maneater, or Maneaters, the easy way. So, I started this video a little bit late, so you can see they've got the second Maneaters already out. But basically when we entered the fog gate, we tried to avoid the first Maneater and get to that brazier in the middle of the aisle there, and we're using a thief ring, which kind of makes the Maneaters docile. A lot different if you're not using a thief ring. I'm sure that everybody that's watching this video will know if you're not using a thief ring, they're just maniacs. I think they're sort of similar to the flame lurker in the way they look and perhaps the way they behave at times. They've also shoot things at you. So yeah, I struggled on this boss. This is my first run through on Demon Souls, so I'm hoping to improve my skills, and if I play it again, I hope to play it again, hopefully be more skillful in perhaps the melee attacks, and be able to beat them when they're sort of fully charged, if you get me drift, but there's no way I can beat them when they're running around like maniacs. So anyway, like I said, have I already said we want the thief ring here, which makes them docile, and you can like use the brazier, the fire thing, to hide behind when they get aggroed, and just keep that between you, and that should reset them again. And we're using the bow, as you can see there. You could use magic as well. I'm using the bow here because I think my bow is a lot stronger than my magic at this stage. And just take your time. As you can see, the other Maneater is like trying to get out the other fog gate. So now, when we're nearly ready, I thought that I'd killed the first Maneater then because it flashed. I'm not looking at the thing, but we're nowhere near it yet. We're nearly there. Yeah, the second Maneater's sort of out the way down by that other fog gate, so he's not near us, which is obviously handy. That's because of the thief ring as well. If we didn't have the thief ring, they'd both be pestering us. Now and again you might get the odd knock, and if it gets too bad you can like hide down a little sort of like ledge by the side of the aisle. I don't think I used it in this particular encounter, but you can use that. I like to use the regenerator ring, but in this case I'm just using the cling ring, and obviously alongside with the thief ring. But usually I carry the cling ring and the regenerator ring because the regenerator ring does what it says and regenerates your HP. But in this case I've got the cling ring. I want to keep the cling ring just in case I get a hefty knock, and just rely on the thief ring to keep them docile. So, obviously not pretty. I'd like to go in for a fight with a melee weapon, but not good enough at this stage. Like I say, when I go through Demon Souls the second time round, perhaps we can go in a little bit more heroically and honourably. Maybe. Could be cat looking at me here. You right there, Tills? That's Astro Cat. Astro Cat makes an appearance on the channel from time to time. So yeah, so there we are. Obviously the closer the enemies are with the bow, the more power you can knock out. I'm being just kind of extra cautious here. So now we're firing one arrow at a time, you might be able to get 2 or 3 in at times. But they do take some energy away when they do hit you, and they're still dangerous when they are up close. But as you can see, pretty docile in this moment in time. So since defeating Maneater, I think I defeated Maneater after, I can't remember when I did it. Obviously one of the harder bosses when you're not using the thief ring. But at the moment I'm at Inner Ward, and that's proven to be a little bit difficult. I haven't reached the boss at Inner Ward yet. I think that's a penetrator, isn't it? I believe. I haven't got that far yet, trying to get past these new red-eyed knights in Inner Ward. So you... Right, yeah, because you get to Inner Ward after you defeat the God Demon. So the God Demon's like an archdemon, and then that opens up Inner Ward. So these like ninjas jump out as well. But kind of got used to them, but struggling a little bit with the red-eyed knights at the moment, so I might have to level up a little bit more. So there's another place, I can't remember the name now, Islands, the Ritual Path, which is down by like after Island's Edge. So I might go there as well at some point. So there we are, that's the first Maneater down, and now we can aggro the second Maneater and just do the same thing. I fancy the second one was easier, but might be my imagination. So there he comes. So obviously gives you plenty of time to think about what you're doing instead of these fast attacks, which just blows my mind. When I said I did the God Demon, when did I do the God Demon? A couple of days ago, I think it was. That was quite crazy, but once you get used to that, it's not really a fight really, it's more of a working out a puzzle. But slightly irritating, well, quite irritating. I do find some of these bosses a bit irritating, but that's probably down to my lack of skill rather than anything else. Amazing graphics though, just love this game because of the graphics. That's the thing, I want to get past these bosses because I'm more of an explorer rather than the fighter. I like a bit of a challenge, a little bit of a fight, but I don't really like them too hard. Of course you can't choose a level when you start Demon Souls and these types of games. It's just one level and that's it, you're straight in there. But I suppose there are some little windows for people that aren't so skilled, such as using the thief ring like I'm using here. So perhaps you can get through a little bit easier. I don't especially like cheesing bosses. I'd rather, like, you know, kill them or have a honourable fight like I mentioned before. But sometimes it's just so hard whilst I'm at the level that I'm at. I just love these graphics so much. I want to see what's coming next. So I want to get past these bosses. I'm sure like a lot of people are like that. I mean, I'm okay with like the normal enemies, you know, like the in-game enemies. They sort of soon pick up on reading those. Although it did take me a long time to get into the Souls games. Because, well, I mean, I've got Elden Ring. So I've been playing Elden Ring, but Demon Souls was the first one I played, which was this year, which wasn't that long ago, maybe 6 weeks ago. I'd never played a Souls game before, and I didn't realise what a Souls game was until I'd ordered this game. And then I read about it, and I thought, well, perhaps it's not going to be the game for me. But anyway, I persevered with the fighting, and it probably took me all week just to get up the steps of Boletaria, well, right at the beginning, so it took me a long time to get there. Now I kind of know what's going on, and I suppose the mechanics of the game have clicked, although I still find it hard to read bosses, so I hope that comes with time. I'm going to get back into Elden Ring at some point and beat some of those bosses. I beat the early ones, the easier ones, using the what they call the Ashes, the Ashes of War folks. But yeah, pretty difficult. Those giants that run around, I'm still pretty shaky with those. But anyway, Demon Souls might have approved my playing, so I'll go back to Elden Ring at some point. Right, so we're nearly there with the second Maneater. And then it's job done. There we go. Job done there. Demon vanquished. So anyway, there we are. Anybody watching this, I hope it helps. Obviously designed, the video is made, I should say, for the rookie, the beginner, like me. And I hope it helps. So just a stepping stone until we get our melee action sorted. or perhaps a little bit more skilled with the bow and magic, as well as the sword and axes and other weapons. Anyway, so there we are. Hope it helps. Thanks for watching and see you soon.